Hey everybody, it's Rosemary Jane, and I'm going to share with you my buttons and where they go, and one of my favorite tools, embedded Google Slides. So, my morning meeting will go straight into a folder that has embedded Google Slides, and then there's some embedded activities in these. These go out to external sites, but let's look at the morning meeting one first. When they click on my morning meeting, it takes them straight into our morning announcements and a slide deck. And when I'm teaching it, I have the slide deck up and we can go through some of our routines and procedures for a morning meeting. And then we can get into some interactive activities, like how many days we've been in school or continuing patterns. Well, on the student side of things, on the student facing side of things, the students, when they click on this, you'll see there's this button here, click to practice in Schoology. On my Google slide, what I've done is add that button to the bottom, and then I just hyperlinked that button to this practice in Schoology. I'm going to show this to you first here. In Schoology, I created a Google Drive assignment, and I gave them the template of AAB patterns. And we practiced this together. And so I introduced it first, and then I added it to my slide deck and started the pattern for them. All right, so I need this link right here, copy it, and then just in my Google slide deck, and I did curate this. I borrowed this from somebody else, but then I just added my own little custom button. I've shown in some of my other visuals how you can build your own buttons in Google Drawings. So I built this one. It's just a round button, and then I add the text, click to practice in Schoology. And so I inserted that image from my Google Drive. You can always just Google how to do that. So I did it from my Google Drive. But so I inserted the button and then I clicked on it and I just hit the link here and pasted the link from the Google Drive assignment. So now in Schoology, this is what they see. Whoops. Let me go back. Well, let's look at this one. This is what they see. They see this button, they click it, and it takes them straight into their Google Drive assignment. Similar thing on here, only this is not a Google Drive assignment. This is some of the iReady manipulatives that I embedded. I shared a video about that a week or so ago. So we're doing this together in the morning meeting. I'm doing it on the slides, and we're looking at the number of days we've been in school. But then they can, in Schoology, just click that button. And the same thing, I inserted the button, but then I linked it to the virtual manipulatives. So then they can go in here and they can practice using their virtual manipulatives to build the number of the day. This is an embedded Google slide with a word wall. This is a virtual library with Todd Parr, and he's actually reading his own books. And this is an interactive slide embedded. So they can practice sounding and blending simple CVC words. So these are all just embedded Google slides. Oh, I'll come back to that one later. So how do we do this? Let's take a look. My favorite material is Add a Page. So in Add a Page, a couple quick tips for you. Give it a name. Go down and hit the setting right now, display inline. I always do that first so I don't forget. And then place your cursor in, insert content, Google Drive resource app. I'll use the Todd Parr virtual library as an example. So just have the item that you want to embed, either know the name off the top of your head or you can copy and paste it in. You can also search your drive. There it is. I'm going to click it and import embedded. Now it's important that your Google Drive, your slide decks are set to the link anyone with link can view. Now I eyeball it. For those of you who are particular, I have found that a 700 is a pretty good size ratio. It auto adjusts the other dimension for you. And I just hit insert, and there it is. It's displayed in line. It's a nice size. I always make mine 700 so that when I have them, they line up. But there's the Todd Parr library, and it just moves in line with my materials the way I want it to. So that's how you do it. You just use those amazing slide decks that you found on maybe the Facebook group, Bitmoji for pre-K classrooms, or that you followed from hashtag Bitmoji Classroom, that you found on Bitmoji Classroom. And you just use those slide decks to customize your content and then add it to your Schoology. So I do different things, different days of the weeks, but it's really just embedded Google Slides. So have fun embedding your Google Slides in Schoology. Thanks for watching. Bye.